Okay, we finally got a sunny day. I think I'm sidetracked again. I want to sharpen the blades on this lawnmower. See if I can figure out how to lift it up and get the blades out. Okay, well the sun's going away, but got a block on top of the jack, put 2 jack stands, but I think the higher up I can get, the better. So, yeah, I had to move the post over there, because over here it just started chipping. And I got to get in right here, so I got to move this jack and depend on the jack stands. Yeah, I have some old blades, but I'm not sure which one. I was going to sharpen these. But I guess each one goes on a different spot. And so under the mower, actually there's 3 blades. 1, 2, 3. So I don't know where I got those other blades from, but I can't get the camera in here. I'm just holding it, but I know they're dull because when I'm cutting, it's not cutting as sharp. Yeah, it's also making a weird noise. Listen, I think it's that one. So I wedged the 4x4 in behind something, and it's coming out counterclockwise. Okay, so I got it out. Wasn't any problem. This piece here goes in like that, and that goes like that. But I think I'll just do one at a time so I don't get mixed up. Yeah, I've never done this before, but I don't think I can make it any worse. So I don't know if it matters or not, but this is the one that makes that weird noise. Like it's scraping. So you see this big gap in here? I'm just gonna clean this gap out on all of them. You can see right here. Also, there's some stuff on the sides here. So I'm just going to scrape that off on all of them. And there's also some stuff on here I'm going to clean off. You can see over here. So I'm going to clean all these off. Okay, I got the blades changed. I mean sharpened. That's the stuff I took out from what I was showing. And I was thinking, well, I'm going to change the oil tomorrow, I think. But I was wondering about these blades that I had. And this one's wrong. I think what happened is I went in and I said, show me the old blades. So they just grabbed whatever. This place, this Kubota dealer, they're freaking thieves. I've paid them to change the oil before, and they didn't. And I came home and it wasn't changed. They ripped the seat once. They replaced that. I don't trust those guys at all, and it's the only place near me. So that was a couple years ago. Maybe it was 500. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna change the oil. It's only got, we're looking at it upside down, 312 miles, 312 hours. But I'm gonna change the oil, and I'm gonna check the hydraulic fluid. Oh, here's where I marked the oil change down last time. I did it last time. 223. So it's been almost 100 hours, which is nothing. But maybe it's a lot. I worked the shit out of that thing. Oh yeah, I just want to add this up. I think I said it before. How do I pay for my tools? This thing cost $9,000 in 2017. But I got some prices to mow this lawn. It's huge. It takes like 2 to 3.5 hours. So I've mowed it 138 times. They want 200 bucks. That's like $27,000. This cost $9,000. So it's paid for itself 3 times, and I could probably sell it for half of what I paid for it. So yeah, I gotta do the work. But the way I look at it, the tool's free. Yeah, I'm sitting in my car getting ready to go. Anyway, I wanted to say, make sure you put the blades on right. I put one of the blades on backwards. So be real careful when you take the blade off, the first one, to notice which way it spins. It has the sharp edge. Yeah, last night in bed I was thinking I might have put the blades on at some point. Yeah, I put them all upside down somehow. But you know, looking at this, I think I can see where the washer was. So they're upside down. But anyway, from down here, it should spin this way. And I put them all on upside down, I think. Okay, so the oil filter is right there. And the drain plug, see the hose right here? And the hose is that one right there. And it's got like a drain. Okay, that's how you do that. Just let it drain for a while. Show you why the oil filter's draining. I want to replace the transaxle oil filter cartridges. I've never done this before. But here's the transmission drain. Here's the cartridges. So now we just gotta find where that is. It looks like it's from right. Put the filter back on. Put the drain plug away. But I decided while I'm up here to check the air filter. Looks okay to me. But I'll blow it out with air. And here's the inner air filter. Blow that out with air. Yeah, those are well-designed filters. They're strong as a rock, but it wasn't hardly dirty. So I filled it up with oil, put the oil filter back on. Just gonna take it out, warm it up, and check the oil again. It only takes 1.9 quarts. I'd say I got 1 3/4 in. Can't do this with one hand. I'll try. But I'll tell you, I took it out with the blades on right now. It just sounds completely different. It's about a half a quart low. If you go too fast, it overflows down there. Yeah, it's full. Oh, it also says to clean this thing. Engine oil. Every 100 hours, so I'm right on track. Again, my videos are all over the place, but it's starting to get warmer, so now I can open this door. Again, I usually work over there. Now I can open this door and this door, because it actually is colder inside here now than it is outside. So opening these doors warms it up. And my cart. I always talk about have a cart. If you have a cart, you can put everything, instead of putting it on the ground or putting it on the car, I stick it on the cart. Yeah, and here's how black the oil was. I didn't throw it out. That's after 100 hours. Okay, it's next week. Now I'm going to do the transmission filters and drain the transmission. This socket here is 15/16. This looks clean. Okay, that's one. I need to move the jack stand over. I don't want to have a stinking mess. There's a date on here. It looks like it. 1/2/21. 1/2. So it's been 4 years. It wasn't me that changed it. I'll get this wrench in here. This one's easier because I'm laying on my left elbow. That's tight. I dropped this in the fluid. Of course, this bar is not in the middle. What the hell? Why would they not put that in the middle? I can't get the... Can't get the socket in there. This bar, there's a hole. It's in the wrong spot. That's crazy. Okay, I got it back together. The bottom, the transmission filters and the oil pan or transmission pan. But now I got to check the fluid to fill it up. But I just noticed you can't read it from out here. But there is some writing in there. I can see right in there. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. I'm just not sure where high is. I think I know. I think it's right at the bottom of that black, but I just can't quite see it. So I'm going to take this one cover up, I think. Maybe if I raise the seat. Let me raise the seat up. Oh, you got to raise the seat. You just pull these back. I need two hands. Okay, I can see it better now. Now I know what it says. Minimum is at the bottom of that. And maximum is that first line. And it says cold. So I'm not sure what cold. Which line is cold? Let me go look at the book, see if it says. Transaxle continue until the oil comes out from the breather port. The breather port is on top. I don't even know if I can see that. That might be the breather port way down there. But that sucks. I'm not going to do that. I am just going to use look bell looking at that. So I put the seat back down. But I can see that it appears to be over full because the fluid's not going into the system. Hear it? So I'm just going to start it up and do the levers back and forth, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I put fluid in it. I drove around a little bit, not very much, because I wanted to make sure it didn't run dry. But again, the bottom of that tank is minimum, and that first line up is maximum, and I'm above that. That's on the driver's right side. And the same on this side. Again, I just guessed. So I'm going to drive it around for about 5 minutes. I figure too much isn't going to kill it. I guess it's an expansion tank, so I guess it's running for the fluid to come up. I'll just drive around for 5 minutes and see if it goes down to maximum. I can still hear it gargling. And by the way, when I first put the fluid in, it wouldn't move. The machine wouldn't move. So what I just once I just held the lever back, it sucked in the hydraulic fluid, and it started working. And the same going forward. Just hold it in forward. The direction says something about put it in neutral and go forward and reverse, but how do you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Neutral is in the center. You can't keep it in neutral. Maybe it meant with the engine off. Anyway, I'm gonna drive around for 5 minutes, come back. If I have to, I'll suck some fluid out. But I sure don't want to go dry. Okay, so I drove around for about 3 minutes. That tank is either dry or minimum. That's the passenger's left. And that's either dry. So I'm gonna put more in. Also a weird thing, you know, I sharpened the blade. It was cutting really close to the ground. I don't know why. Maybe because it's sharp. So actually, there's a lever on it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you probably can't. But right there, for instance, it hit the ground. So, I mean, I like it short. And then here's a, again, it's hard to tell. So I raised it up to 3.5. I always have it on 2.5. Of course, that's been over a long time. So the way you adjust the grass height is you push that pedal down, which lifts this up, and you dial this in. So actually I got it like on 3.25. But yeah, I'll put some more fluid in here. Again, I'm not sure how to tell, but I still got this left, and that left, and a little bit of this. So I filled both of them up. See the black cover and the white tank? I filled them up right to about here, which is about a half a quart. I'm starting to figure out. So I'm gonna drive it 5 more minutes, see what happens. Okay, it's warmed up now, I know that. So, looking forward, the left side. About a 1/2 inch above max, maybe 3/4. About right in the middle of the end. I can't purge this completely like the book said, but I feel good. The fluid is clean. I also notice it mulches a lot better. I mean, a hell of a lot better. Usually I leave big piles of grass. There isn't any. They all chopped up. So I'm gonna leave it a little high and just see if something happens and it sucks some more in for a while. I don't see how it can hurt anything. I think what it means, it's a purge tank, so I think that means it can fill up and down, up and down. The worst that could happen is I think it would get too much and it wouldn't have anywhere to go. But I also found out if you're this is what I just learned. If you're sitting in this chair, just, let me show you. Anyway, like I said, I didn't do this exactly like the book, but what I realized for next time is I can just stop, reach over, and look inside, stop, reach over, look inside. So that's what I was doing, and it never went empty. So I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. So you just gotta choke. Choke on when you first start. So now I'm just gonna lift this. This handle's gotta be open like that to start, and that brake has to be all the way down. But right now I'm running. Lift this. Now the hole. Then you do this with one hand. And now it is. It's a really nice mower. like a spring. Like right down the side. Going right in the lowest spot. Check it one more time. Looks about the same. Looks about the same. That's it. The only thing I gotta do is the spark plug. I'll check the gap. I got this fuel pump here, 12-volt fuel pump. I think I can pump out any extra fluid with this. I don't know why not. Do that off camera too. Okay, all I gotta do is change the spark plug. Had to look around to find it. I think that's it right there. Everything is a pain in the ass to get to. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've been looking around. There's also a spark plug right there. So I gotta remove this. But the other side, I can't figure out what size wrench. It's not 13/16, so I gotta take this off where I can see in there. Yeah, I was looking on YouTube and Apparently there's a different engine, but I have a Kubota engine. So the gap is supposed to be 30. So I have one of the spark plugs here. Oh, this wrench is 5/8. I saw another video, it said 13/16. Also, I had to push it in really hard to get it into the rubber on this. I never had that problem before. And it was like it didn't fit. Anyway, there's 30. I mean, it's 35, 40. That's 30. I'm just wondering if I should clean it up. It's a little sooty, but I think it's okay. So I'm gonna get the other one, see what that one is. So let's see which one. $30, $35, $40. So I'm just going to clean this up with some, I got some 600 paper here. So okay. Now these plugs came out easy, but I am going to put a little bit of oil on them. A lot of times I clean these with a sandblaster. I just don't feel like doing it. Got this little baby oil can. long threads. Thing's right in the way. Okay.
I'm trying to clean up when I'm done. It's not always that easy. Anyway, I'm gonna go mow. It's about 48 in it.
As I was saying, I keep track of my lawn, so I bought the lawnmower like in January 2018. I just mowed it, that's the 139th time.